Are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And that's caught. Zay Jones, the rookie. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
First down, it's Taylor. He finds McCoy, and he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. For the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's able to put it through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Christian McCaffrey, everybody knows the family pedigree, and they're hoping for a lot of big things from him, aren't they?
He gave great evidence of that while he was at Stanford. Tremendous amount of big plays, whether he was running the ball, catching it, returning kicks, you name it. A lot of people were wondering if he would go at number 8 to the Panthers because he's not a big guy, but his ability to make plays in the open field, the Panthers could not pass him up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, good footwork on the spin. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. This is McCaffrey, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Being chased out left. Going deep for Bit. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
second down. It's McCoy. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There is none there for him.
Throwing is Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On third down, Taylor. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a fourth down. Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. To throw is Taylor, operating from the gun. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Newton going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on third down, Newton. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go!
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The play clock's running down. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Taylor, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Williams in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Newton. Binds, and the pressure gets to him again. Ramon Humber in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Star Latulippe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. To throw on second down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Newton. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing to take it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julius Peppers able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Taylor throwing on third and long. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Black round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers' offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over. Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Come on, let's go. Hey.
Taylor to throw. The left side completion to Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 short. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Taylor. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Black round. Black round. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
The Bills will go for it. It's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be a Buffalo first down. Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever.
Here we go. Black round. Black round. Black round. Black round.
Here's Taylor. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
You